What is up, guys? I had a question for you today for today's video, video number 3 out of 365. So I was talking to my dad tonight, and we were talking a little bit about miracles and supernatural things. And so we started talking about are the supernatural things, are they explainable by science? And I brought this question up to him because I was like, I think they are, but we obviously are just limited in knowledge, therefore we can't explain the things. And like, here was the example that I gave. I said, when Jesus spit in the mud and rubbed the mud on the man's eyes and the man who was blind could see again. I said, I think there's something to that. I said, it dawned on me because earlier today I was reading about the brain and just reading about different drugs that cause different trips and whatnot. And, it was interesting to me to see that a lot of these trips that people experience, it's not that it's a completely foreign substance that's in the brain, it's that more chemicals that are in the brain just get released. So for example, DMT. And, it's one of those things that I'm like, interesting. So they're seeing things that a plant or whatever drug caused a further chemical to release, but they're seeing things, they're tripping out. And so I just started wondering, I was like, oh, does that mean that there are further things that can have an explanation and whatnot? And so I started asking my dad, I was like, do you think there's anything to the mud? Do you think there's anything to it? And, he was of the opinion of immediately no, but then he later came back and we started talking some more. I said, okay, let's take another one. I was like, when Peter walked on water, first Jesus was walking on water, then Peter walked on water. I said, okay, we know that there's a principle that all water has surface tension. Now, is it just the case with these supernatural events / miracle events? Does God exaggerate the laws that are already there, but we can explain it through surface tension, but it just got exaggerated to hold not like just a leaf, but a human being? Are they partially explainable, or do they go beyond the realm of explanation? And to counter what I was saying, I also said, now I'll give you this point here that this doesn't work for all miracles because, so for example, let's take Jesus turning water into wine. I was like, okay, you leave water, no matter how long you leave it, it won't turn to wine. So I was like, there's one that obviously we can say, supernatural going on, pretty inexplainable. Sure, it was just liquid and it's another liquid, but you're never gonna get wine from just like letting water sit or doing whatever to it. So I was like, I'm willing to give that there are some, but I am wondering, is a lot of what we call miracles or what have happened in the past, are they scientifically explainable? Now, I also will acknowledge it doesn't mean we can explain them right now, but do they have the possibility to be explained? That's what I'm wondering. Do they even have the possibility to be explained? Even though the law or whatever we're talking about from a scientific aspect may be exaggerated, similar to what I was talking about with surface tension and whatnot, it's never going to hold a human being unless something acts on it, such as, God or something like that. But anyways, I just wanted to ask you guys, I had this conversation with my dad. I want to ask you guys, what do you think? Do you think that there are, if we had God's point of view, would we be able to explain a natural process in these miracles that are going on that just gets exaggerated? Or are we saying that these things, just like maybe creation account created something, from nothing and whatnot, are we saying that that's what all miracles are, that they are not explainable by science and we're just going to take that path? Or is it in between, kind of like what I was saying about the water with Peter and the water into wine? One, maybe we can say explainable but exaggerated, and then the other one, hey, we're just going to say not really explainable, completely God's doing. So want to hear what you guys have to say. Again, let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys in the next one.